Welcome to Drafthouse Download. My name is Max Wolfson.
And I'm Dee Ahmed.
And we're here with Josh Wolf. He's headlining here tonight at the DC Drafthouse Comedy Theater. How's it going, Josh?
Good. How are you guys?
Doing well.
Oh.
That was creepy.
How about
Well, I wanted to jump
you guys
into
both
some
have very
stuff.
soothing voices.
Oh, thank
Well,
you.
we just
Like
try
an
to...
easy listening DJ.
This is what this is mainly, is an easy listening DJ video podcast.
Listen to your voice, dude. It does not match your body at all. You
No.
have this
No, not
deep,
that.
like Barry Whitish voice.
It's a
And
curse.
I don't know if you know this, but your face and body don't match that.
I know it all too well. I know it so well. Every day I walk
All
around.
right,
and I'm
yeah.
So, Josh, what I wanted to bring up, I mean, you have been a writer on one of my absolute favorite shows, All of Us, back on UPN, back in 2005.
You're the
which
guy,
was
huh?
actually, which was actually nominated for a BET Comedy Award.
Yeah,
I believe,
I was nominated for a BET Comedy Award.
which is amazing because now you're on CMT. That's an amazing transition that you've made between the two different networks.
Same thing.
Same thing.
Same audience. Really, same audience, same jokes. And no, you know what? Funny's funny, dude.
Yeah.
Funny's funny. Like, I don't cater my stand-up ever, but if you can write jokes, you can write jokes for BET, CMT, Oxygen,
Okay.
Lifetime.
Do you think it's easier being a stand-up comedian, going to different cities where different people are going to be there?
Let me ask you a
versus
question. Do you do stand-up?
Yes.
Is it easy?
No.
Okay, so that's yeah.
It's fair.
It's not. There's nothing easy about stand-up comedy. You ask me, is it easier to do stand-up or write in a room with other people?
Yes.
Well, when you write in a room with other people, if your joke doesn't work, you'd be like, well, that was actually his joke. That wasn't my joke. But when you're on stage, everybody knows whose joke that was. Like,
That's fair.
stand-up to me is the most vulnerable art form. It's not even close. You know, you look at a lead singer or anybody in a band, you know, if people are quiet, you can't hear the fucking music's playing, right? So, and the silence, everyone's going to clap at the end of a song. Not everybody claps at the end of every joke.
Right. And you can never cover another joke.
No,
And play that off as your interpretation.
Exactly. And not only that, look, Journey can tour on Don't Stop Believin' with a Filipino dude.
Yeah. He's crushing it.
Right,
apparently.
crushing it and selling out stadiums.
Yeah.
They're basically touring on that one or two songs.
Fair enough.
As a stand-up, you can't do that. Let me go one step further, right? If I do music and I put out 5 albums and there's 12 songs on every album, 11 of them suck on every album, but there's a #1 hit on every album, I'm a star. Not only am I a star, I'm one of the biggest stars in the world. If I put out a comedy album and 1 out of 12 jokes, 1 out of 12 tracks is funny, I'm a failure. We're judged completely differently. When people leave stand-up shows, when people leave concerts, do you ever go see concerts?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who do you like to go see?
Tribe Called Quest recently.
Oh, did they put on a great show, right?
Yeah, it was
But when
amazing.
you walk out of there, you talk about the bet. Wasn't it great when? Wasn't it great when? When people walk out of stand-up shows, one of the first things they'll say was, that fucking joke sucked.
Right.
It wasn't
right. All the lowlights.
It's the low, for whatever reason. And we have to deal with people thinking that they're funnier than us.
Yeah.
Nobody's ever stealing the microphone from Eddie Vedder, like, hey, I'm going to sing Even Flow tonight. Like, do you know what I mean? People would be like, get off the fucking stage.
Right.
So this art form is, and it is an art form, and it is precise, and it is exact. And I tell people all the time when they say, if you're going to give me advice, the only advice I have is get on stage. There's no other advice to give a comic.
Do you find there are regional differences? Because I know you're from Boston, and is there such a thing as
Yes.
a DC crowd or a?
Yes.
Yeah.
There's some places people are a little smarter. And I don't mean that in a negative way, but like this is a small city. Most people here work in politics. That means most people here have gone to college. And so there's a certain level of not intelligence, just experience, right? A little more well-rounded. When I come to places like DC, I don't mind telling a 17-minute story because the people are there to be entertained and they're following your story. Some other places in the country, I may feel like I need to throw a lot more punch in just to keep them
Right.
focused. But I don't really change the material. I'll change the pace. I'll change the amount of punchlines I put in, stuff like that. But the material basically stays the same.
How long have you been touring, just generally?
I don't know how to answer that.
Okay.
Recently, I'm in the middle of 12 weeks in a row.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's intense.
So I leave from here, I go to New York, I have to shoot a pilot. I leave here Sunday. The pilot shoots Monday, Tuesday. Then I get on a plane Wednesday and I fly to Spokane, Washington. And then I do Thursday, Friday, Saturday there, and then I fly home.
Yeah.
So it's a busy couple of days.
Especially when you have a cold right now.
I wish I just had a cold. I feel like I have
Do you find that
gonna
there's
say
like performing adrenaline? Like if you're not feeling well, you can like power through.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I would say I don't get nervous anymore, but I do get excited. And the shows that I don't feel anything are terrible shows.
Right.
If you don't feel anything, then that's not a good sign. Like, I'm not nervous, but I'm more anxious and excited and ready. And the truth of the matter is, every time before I go on stage, what I say to myself as I walk on stage is, tonight is the night that they find out I'm not that funny. It's kind of what pushes me in a really odd, masochistic comedian way.
Right.
Like, we're always putting, hey, how are you? I just thought I'd look right into the camera. We are self-deprecating. We didn't get it. We didn't start doing comedy because we felt good about ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
That's not. I feel great about myself. I'm gonna go on stage.
Everybody should hear
make
about
an
this.
asshole out of myself and beg for their attention. Like, that's not why we. So yeah, I don't know if I answered your question.
My only last question, my unreserved question, was your last name is Wolf, my last name is Wolfson. Will you adopt me?
You'd be my wolf son.
Yeah.
Technically, yes.
Right. Okay. So I got to ask you a couple questions.
Done. I'm ready to answer them.
All right. So question number 1: are you a good cook?
Yes, both my parents, my biological parents, who I would never speak to again, were this to work out, went to culinary school. So they both kind of taught me my.
Up in New York or where?
Yeah, in the CIA.
Poughkeepsie?
Mhm.
My mom worked there.
Oh, really?
Maybe you are my son.
It's a
That's a
little.
little weird, yeah. Okay, I got another question now. And when you clean around the house, how do you feel about wearing weird costumes?
I mean, great.
Great.
Usually I smoke a little weed before I clean
That's
my house.
two things: cook, and I just like to make fun of my kids. So
Done, 100%.
You know, we'll be a father and son team. We'll travel together.
Perfect.
That'd be great.
Wolf
Exactly
and
how
son.
this
Wolf and son. Genius.
All right. Well, this has been fun, Dee. I'm glad that we got to do
this is
this
good
once
time
and only
before you
once, and
end
now
up
I'm off.
bouncing
How do you
out.
spell your first name?
D-E-E.
D. Got it.
Yeah, you can't adopt me.
No, that's harder.
No, yeah, a little bit. I mean, you'd look cooler.
I really would.
Yeah.
It'd be super progressive.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, especially for this city, you'd get in like every club around here.
Yeah, by the way, you're out. You're in.
It's been a pleasure.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
And your name's gonna be D Wolf.
Oh, that's such a good name.
Come on, come on the stage, D Wolf. And you can
You
walk
should
on
really-
stage and be like, oh.
It should really not be comedy. It should be like slow jams. Here's Dee Wolf, and then
An
just like.
R&B singer or something like that. That'd be
Yeah.
good.
Well, guys, I feel like
If you
you
need a
really learned a
ghostwriter.
lot today. You feel like you learned a lot?
Well,
It's really important. I think it's really important, by the way, to get the third camera on this shoot. That is going to be really important.
well, Josh, thanks again for joining us. Really appreciate it.
Thanks,
Yeah.
I appreciate it very much.
So much.
It's definitely, you should add one like a floating drone, too.
Ooh, yeah.
That's what you really need to catch the
Technologically
action.
advanced.
of
Well,
this
that's
podcast.
for season 2, probably.
Season 2. Because
You pretty much, I think let's see how the second episode goes. Before we re-up on the season 2.
Perfect.
fair.
Yeah, all right,
Thanks
guys.
again, man.
All right.
Thank you.
Thanks, man.